Welcome to the Suerte del Molino farm, Andalusia in Spain. We have a pond. This pond is water-wise about 1.5 meters deep. And the Penman equation for evaporation in our part of the world suggests that we have between 5 and 7 millimeters a day, but in summer it is even double that. So it looks like we have about 1 centimeter of evaporation per day in June, July, August. So that means that this water will be depleted if there is no seepage and no animal drink water here. Then there will be no water in 3 months' time. I have spoken to Simon, and that's why he's deepening his ponds up to 7 meters. Wow. And to cut down on evaporation. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Simon. Here at the top of the land with our 100,000 liters water bladder. It's so beautiful, these lilies. They only show their faces in the afternoon. Most of these yellow flowers looks like they are ready for the seed. So this landscape will change dramatically. I have installed a irrigation line because we have asparagus, and then we have mulberry trees and paulownia and fig trees here. And because they are zigzag staggered between the asparagus and the trees, a company offered me this. So I plug this into the drip line, and then a T-junction, and then a spike, and the water runs down the spike to where it is needed. I look forward to try this. It will come in handy in this area. A job for tomorrow. This paulownia and also the fig. They get their first leaves. They were transplanted from the sandbox, propagation sandbox, with roots. So I am hopeful, confident that they will take and produce some shade here. This irrigation will run from this water tank. I will put in a T-junction there, so it will be a loop. And then it will come this way. I have plugged it in here with a valve next to the fence. The pressure is not that high, but it's high enough. I can just operate it from here. I look forward to that. This is the last show of the lilies. Then they will also pack their bags. It looks very, very green. A lot of growth. But it's only a few centimeters dense. If I cut whatever there is and drop it, it might be a centimeter of biomass, which is not much. So the topsoil is very thin, less than a centimeter most places, and that is a big issue. We need time, we need some intelligence, we need to apply what we know and build the soil. Here the swamp drained itself, all the algae. Absolutely amazing. I never thought I would see this drought, and then suddenly we had good rain. So much so that a lot of algae grew in here. The lower creek is still running. Everything below the canal system, the fountain. Above the canal system, there is no flow. Beautiful, clean, clear water. These white flowers is the hawthorn. In this area, strangely, they call it tila, which it actually isn't. It's the espino. But I cannot convince them that something they have been used to for hundreds of years, that it has a different name. I finished planting, mulching one swale in the eastern part of the land, divided by this creek, and we have our own propagated pomegranate, and then we have lots of garlic, and then we have lots of cutting sticks that we stuck in here, and then 4 different sticks that we plugged into the soft clay soil, and then a potato planted there to grow, to give shade to this. That is how we hope it can work. Even the geese are following me. They are desperate in seeking companion. They want to reproduce. The cornerstone of life. Pear trees, mulberry not moving at all, tiny bit. Yeah. Peach, mulberry. I have quite a few Facilia carew in here to fix nitrogen, but they are slow. I have harvested quite a few of this asparagus. This one I was too late, so I just leave it. I don't know how it really works, but one should perhaps leave at least one to send food to the roots. We can do that, no problem. Here we have a willow. I must stake it, get a tutor for it, and here is another one. This used to be a mini creek that came down here, but now it's part of the Swale system. But a moist spot, so I thought, let me put them in here. This is now their second year. This jujube, Chinese date, I will prune and then use the cuttings to propagate. And some more asparagus and another one. Somebody must eat them, but that somebody is not here. Excellent fruit, I like it. I've got 3 of them, one there and another one here for their pollination. I hope they grow. This is the old erosion gully that we rehabilitated. It's time to plant new sorghum, but I don't have the time. I'm still planting potatoes. It will come. The first ponds I built, just putting walls into the erosion gully. This is what it used to look like, and now it looks like that. Still standing. A lot of things jump into the water when I walk by, but I haven't seen big frogs, so I don't know where they are. This is the Leaky pond by design. The purpose of this is just to get the water level higher, to push it through a canal towards the west, and the rest can actually just seep into the lower system. Are you bored? Still following me? Huh? I know, 2 bachelors, life is tough. Get into the water. Most of the young holm oaks on this farm look like this, with a fork, as if they want 2 leaders. And I learned that it is a sign that there's no competition. If there is competition, it will have a single leader and will grow upright. Maybe it's true. Maybe we can use this Paulownias for cleaning chimneys or feather dusters. They can do the job. We transplanted all our very expensive berries from next to the creek to here because they were pining away. So we told them it's do or die time. So they accept the challenge, and half of them died. And then the others decided to grow. Okay, we can work with those two concepts. All the ones, the one coming here. This one is growing. This one is doing well, even some fruit on it. And then a lot of nothing. It still bends. It's got flowers, fruit. Yeah, we will keep experimenting till we find out what works and what doesn't on this farm. We need time. Till next time, goodbye.